Alright, solo Chaos Quest. Going to be using this guy. His name is Crumb with 3 U's. Toughness 5 because of his shield. That's what I'm giving him, but he only has 1 attack because of that. What he rolled for his stuff, so he's 8 wounds. His attributes are mindless, which means on a power roll of 1, he has a weapon skill of 1, so any ambushes could kill him outright. And he has arcane knowledge, so on a power roll of 6, he rolls a 1 to a 2. He can do nothing at all, and then enemies have +2 to attack him, and then on a 3 to a 4, gains initiative, which doesn't matter in this case, and he gets a spell which he can cast automatically, which is pretty good. And then his attribute is Lashing Blade. Sorry, his Chaos Artifact. Lashing Blade lets him strike up to 4 squares away, which is pretty nifty. Saw. Rules are on the right there, you can see them. Just 4 cards. Give this one little dude an extra chance to live. But he has to face the same amount of enemies. What's on his back? Oh, skulls. So what is that? Passageway. So he only has to get to the end. So if this is all passageways, that's pretty sick. Okay, but then he has to come back. So we're on our event. We've just come through the door. We have to roll for power. It's power roll 4, which means nothing happens. So he's going to move 4. Can do nothing. New power phase. 4. Comes here. Explores a guard room. Now, you can do nothing when you're standing at the door, so then there's going to be another power phase, which is power phase of 6. So he has arcane knowledge. You roll. He gets 2, which means he can do nothing till the end of the turn. So you just have to wait here because there's no enemies, so that's not so bad. And +2 attack for anyone who wants to hit him. Start of the new turn. We roll for power. Just got a message. It's a roll of 3. So I come in. 1, 2. I'm going to get to the corner. Just stand and fight. And then we get our event. Cave in. So what that means is the room caves in. There are no monsters. So we have the cave in card that would happen here at the door. So he has to leave 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's basically the end of the adventure. We now roll for power. 1, we get ambushed. It's not the end of the adventure. He has to get out alive. So he can get some gold for killing stuff. Okay, 4 goblin archers. They can't go in here. Or okay, I could be cheeky here and say, listen, the cave-in hasn't happened yet. They go into this room and just get wiped out. And he just gets free money. That's not going to happen. So they have to go as far away as possible. So in this case, they're a S out of luck. They can't escape the Chaos Warrior. Although, having said that, a few of them can shoot him in the back. Quick adventure, this. Right, so there they are. So they come in on the power phase. So then they do nothing. However, he is now a bumbling idiot with a weapon skill of 1. So he can still attack. So he'll come up and he will... who do I want to kill first? He'll go this way and try to kill these guys behind him. And he has a weapon skill of 1 now. These guys have a weapon skill of... He'll need a 6. Right? So he gets nothing. So these guys will hit on 4s. Roll. Can you see those? Yeah. That's nothing. These guys all hit on 5s. 1 will hit. Toughness 5. So that does nothing. Nice. So new power phase. So that's the end of the monster phase. We're not exploring. So power phase. 6. So arcane knowledge. That's pretty good. But it's a 2. So that's pretty crap. So that means he's just going to stand there and do nothing. And everyone else adds +2 to attack, so they're probably going to hit. So these guys are going to hit on 2s, which they do, and then they are going to hit on, on 2s, and so they will wound. So a 6 plus 3 is 9, minus 5 is 4. And then this is 2 plus 5, does nothing. So that's 4 wounds to his 8. He only has 4 left, so that's not good. They all hit on 5s, so these are plus 2. So 3 hits, it's 4 wounds. 4, that's not good enough, that's not good enough, that's not good enough. Archers will do nothing to him. So he takes 4 wounds. So he's down to 4. Now, power phase. 2, that's nice, he doesn't die. So now he's going to hit on a 3. I really should have my little card here. Weapon skill 4, and this definitely hits. Hits. Oh wait, does it? Yeah, it does. 3 hits. And then dice kills, which it does 1 wound. So he doesn't kill him. That's pretty lame. Well done. Okay, so these dudes hit on 4s. 1 will hit. Do no wounds, because strength 3, toughness 5. 4 archers. I don't know where these dice keep going. 1 hits. Does not wound. This guy actually, with the shield, toughness 5. Toughness 5? Yeah, because he has armor plus the shield. It's pretty nice. Power phase. 3. He'll hit. On a 4 will definitely hit. And dice will kill, so he's dead. Death blow on a 3 will definitely work. 5, he will kill him. So that's nice. He now has some goblins. He now has 40 gold to his rap sheet. Nice. He has a chance to buy some bandages at the shop. Let's just turn him around for the sake of it, for the funds. So these guys all hit on 5s. All miss. This is one of our luckiest Chaos Warriors so far. The strength, the toughness is definitely helping. So now, power phase. 6, arcane knowledge. We roll. On a 4, we get a magic spell. So I can heal, I'll do a healing spell. Lifebringer. If any 2 or more, okay, pick any number of warriors on the board, including the wizard. Roll 1d6 for each of the warrior chosen. Each warrior gets that many wounds healed. If 2, there's only 1, so he gets 1 wound back. So I get to pick a random spell and then cast it immediately. That's what arcane knowledge does when you roll a 3 to a 6 on a power roll of 6. So that's pretty good. So that was the power phase. So he's going to move up. And he's going to attack on a 3 will hit, which it does. Dice wounds 1. So he lives. Okay, so these 2 white dice hit on 4s. Blue dice hit on 5s. So that's a hit there. 1 plus his strength 3. It's less than his 4. So minus 5. No wounds. Power phase is a 1. We have an event. 6 goblins. Spearmen. Nice. I would like to use my new goblins, but they're further away from me. I didn't paint these guys. I was going to like strip all the models. But I had not a great time with that. And honestly, I'm struggling to paint all the models I have. So stripping these guys would have just added to the workload. I think I could have made them look pretty nice. These are good enough, whatever. Okay, so they will not attack at this, they'll attack on the monster's phase. So we have a 1. So here's a weapon skill of 1. So that means it's going to be a 5 to hit, not a 6. He misses. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6, 7 are all going to be hitting him on the 4s. 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, 7 attacks on the floor. I don't have that many white dice. So the blue dice will be the on the ground attacks, and 2 white dice are the archers. So archers hits on a 5, that hits, and these hit on 4. So this many hits. Okay, toughness 5. This one is just +1, so that's a 3, so that does nothing. These are all +3, so that's a 6, so that's 1 wound. That's a 5 and a 5, so that's nothing. That's an 8, so that's 3 wounds. So 4 wounds. So would you believe it? It's down to 1. Oof. Here I was just been like, yeah, it's no problem. Not a problem. Lashing Blade, let me just see if that's in addition. This weapon allows the warrior to strike an opponent up to 4 squares away. So you'd have to choose to use it instead of your strike. Okay, so that's the end of that. So let's get a power phase roll, which was not a... Would have been nice to get a 6. He needs to murder some goblins is what he needs to do. He needs to sort his business out. On a 3 he will hit. He'll kill this one for sure. On a 3 he death blows. He does. Wow. Wow. There he goes. The luckiest. Did I say the luckiest Chaos Warrior before? He's just prolonging his death. That would have been 60 gold so far if he lives. So that's the power phase. This is his turn done. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 6 on the ground, hitting on 4s. 3 hits. This will do. That does nothing. 3 plus 3 is 1 wound. He's dead by a crumb. Ah. Death to the aspirant who had not yet become a Chaos Champion or Warrior. He was just doing his best. He was just doing his best. Let's kind of randomly select by going like this. And we have a new Chaos Warrior ready to go. Unfortunately, we're kind of in the video now, so I can't pre-prepare and be like, hey, this is what he has. You're going to have to come along for the journey of me shuffling cards. So, I prefer this. None of you would have watched the little Golden Quest version of this Chaos, not Chaos, of Dungeon Quest. I played the real Dungeon Quest with goblins, just as proxies. The only difference was one of my goblins could throw mushrooms. I should probably just take the cave-in out, or whatever. And it took forever, and I was learning still because I cheekily left the cave-in at the bottom, right? Because I can manipulate, right? You want to just watch. Oh no, I screwed up. No, I didn't. Haha. Oh. I think I fixed it that time. No, it's still there. Oh, well, I guess we're not getting the cave. Let's cut the deck, right? Let's cut the deck again. Cave in. Ha ha. Cheating a little bit, maybe? Possibly? It doesn't matter. I'm playing by myself. Who cares? Yeah, so I'm still learning how to like use an elf or dwarf and all that, because they all have their own kind of individual rules. So it is worth playing with people, and then they kind of understand their character. So then it's easy to just like know what they have to roll. So this new guy, do you want to name him? Sure, you give him a name. You give him a name. You call him whatever it is you want. There we go. And he will have 3d6 wow wounds. Get to reroll. Wow, okay. 12, 13, 14, 15. This is the most wounds I've ever had on a dude. And his attributes, let's have a look-see, find out what he's got. So, Gifts of Chaos. He'll have 2 attributes, which will be the Poisonous Bite and Warp Frenzy, which I don't remember what that does. Warp Frenzy and 3 Poisonous Bite's good. I like that. I'm sure Warp Frenzy is great as well. We'll have a read of it together in a second. And his artifact is the same, Lashing Blade. Serves me right for using the wrong dice. So Warp Frenzy, at the start of a new event that reveals monsters, roll a dice. On a 6, he gets +2 attacks. But he's at -1 to hit, so he becomes weapon skill 3. Okay. Hopefully I can remember that. So that should be on your screen now, you can see that. I hope you gave him a good name. You can't use Hero Makiro Face because I've already used that before. That was one of our first aspirants that died. Wait. 1. Done. Saw the snare. Let's go. Let's get into this. Viewer's name. You're going to start with passageway. You're going to be a cool boy. Get in there and walk in. He arrives. Power phase. 3. Goes up. 4. Power phase. 2. Comes up. Explores. T-junction. Not ideal for my version of the game. It's just sitting on my desk. Talk about desktop gaming. Heh. So actually that's probably perfect. So I get whatever. So that ends the phase. So power. Power phase of 4. He's going to go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't jump across there. Power phase. Oh, it's dear. Oh, dearest of meeth. An encounter. Draw another event card immediately. So this is the key to the portcullis. This poor little dwarf prospector is dying. Our Chaos Warrior cannot save him, so he just takes the key off him. Our Chaos Warriors are lovely people, so he wouldn't just boot him in the face and take the key. And our next event is the 2d6 giant bats. How many do we get? We get 7. These are kind of fiddly. I kind of wish their bases were a little bit more solid. That's 5. 6, 7. Okay, so this guy cannot hit him. Gotta make sure I do these properly, right? So if there's an adjacent square that is blocked, so it would be black. So in case if this was 4 rooms, so if this was like that, and the doorway was there, then this square can't attack here. Alright, so if there's adjacent black square, cannot attack. Cannot attack. So they do not do an immediate attack as far as I know. They're never pinned. And I will now... So that was during the power phase, so now it's me. So now I attack. They have a weapon skill of 2. I have a weapon skill of 4, so I hit on 3s. I have 2 attacks, by the way. I missed the first one. I hit the second one. And I will do... probably enough wounds. Yeah, they die. Death blow on 3. Oh, death blow. They're going to pile in. And there are 5 of them. So they are going to attack and they're going to hit me on 4s. Yeah. They all hit. They have anything special here? Oh, they do an immediate attack as soon as they are placed on the board. Okay, so I'll do another phase for these guys. Because it's with the same amount of attacks. So they have strength 2, so this is... anything. Here's toughness 4, by the way. So that's a 5, so that's 1 wound. That's 4, nothing. That's a 3, so nothing. That's a 5, so 2 wounds. 2 wounds. So he's down to 12. I'm so confident that this man's going to live. That I'm going to do this. Did you see what I did there, guys? Are you paying attention at home? 5. These all hit. 4s hit. 3, 4, 5. That's 1 wound. Oh. And that's 8 minus 5 is 3 wounds. So that's 4 additional wounds. I take it back. I don't think he's going to live. I take it back. I take it all back. All of it. My man hits. He misses. He does jack, diddly, squizzle. Power phase, 3. Our bat attack. These guys hit. That doesn't wound. That does 2 wounds. 2 wounds. That does 1 wound. So that's 3. It's down to 5. Man, he's got to do some work or else he's going to be doing some dead. He'll hit. He will wound. He will kill. Death blow on 3. Does a 2. I double check it. It's definitely a 3. Okay, so he does nothing. Monster's piling. Sorry. Sorry guys. Getting a little short. These bats may very well do this. Another 3 attacks get it through. They do nothing. This does 4 wounds. Oh boy, he needs some. He needs to do something. He will hit. He will kill. That's nice. He will death blow on a 3. He does. He does a 2 plus strength 3. It's 5. That's 1 wound. He's dead. Hits. Should kill on anything. I think a 1 will kill. Hits. Kills. Hits. Kills. Our man did it. Our man did it. Monster phase, nothing. Before we get to the power phase, let's get our treasure. The word I cannot say is sword. Ensorcelled blade. To find a blade, you find a blade of pure iron, tempered to the sound of arcane incantations in the ages past. This weapon's magic guides your hand, making it easy to strike. While using this blade, you may add +1 to your warrior's hit rolls. Sword of snare. I have 2 weapons, so I'll take that as a +1 on one of his dice. The smart thing to do here would be to take this money. So I got 15 times 7 gold and get out of dodge, right? Do I really need to be here with my 1 wound? We'll see. What's the next power phase? 6. Would you believe it? I might get nothing. That's Warp Frenzy. Ugh. Anyways, let's go here and let's explore. It's a dungeon cell. Okay. He has 1 wound and he has no means of healing himself. So what he's going to do is go 1, 2, 3. Power roll. 2. 1, 2, 3. Power roll. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. And he is getting out of here. Okay, he is taking his gold. And he is getting out of town. So, that ends his first quest, which is something that you perfectly can do, right? And it's a bit, I mean, I wouldn't say it's silly. He's brave. He wants to go in and murder stuff. But at the same time, he would have got 6 goblin spearmen. Potentially, he could have death blowed 5, and then the last one could have hit him and killed him. But that was a possibility. Let's roll their dice, eh? So they would hit on a... Well, let's first what he would have hit. If he would have hit 1, he would have killed it. He would have death blowed. He would have killed it. He would have then failed. So there would have been 4 attacks. Oh dear. That would have killed him. He spoke to the bones. He went to a little priest and was like, tell me what happened. And it was like, bro, you would have been dead, bro. But you don't understand. You would have been dead. Did his dead thing. Okay. So we will shuffle some things, and he is going to. He's going to keep that sword for sure. I probably could change his model to this guy, right? He goes in town, he gets his colors, and you know, he has a sword instead of an axe. But let's leave that as is. So he is going to go. He only has 100 gold, so he can't buy the. He can't really do much at all, to be honest. Where is the roleplay book? I've lost the book. Huh. There it is. Okay, so we're going to go to a village. Going to go to a village. I'll roll that again. I'll shuffle that again. Shuffle all this again. I'm going to plug this in. It's going to melt anyway. And let's see what happens. Let's see if he lives. It's getting there though. So this is the first time I'm going to try to get to the village instead of a town. Because the town has the good stuff. They're 50 each. Yeah, the town has the bandages. It restores 2 wounds. Okay. I can only buy 2 unless I sell this sword. 2's good. 2 could save me. I have to get to a village before I can go back in anyway. I'm pretty sure it's 2 rolls, but I'm just double checking, okay? 2 weeks, so 2 rolls. So let's do this. That's a 35. You know what, I could be cagey and say it was 53. Pool of Dreams. Can you read this sideways? No, who cares? The warrior comes across a deep pool of freezing water on top of a mountain. Its surface is like a mirror with shifting images across its still icy surface. As the warrior gazes into the chill waters, they see twisted reflections of themselves, very fitting for a chaos sky, fighting for their lives against the most hideous monster. Roll a 1d6. The warrior realizes that he is being granted a vision of the future. At any time during the next adventure, he may ignore one blow that would otherwise hit him. The warrior recognizes the blow before it hits home as the vision from the pool and dodges away just in time. Note this on the adventure recording sheet, crossing it off as he uses it. There is no way I'm going to remember that. So, I do have, okay, ignore one blow. Goes back to 15. He has 105 gold. Okay, next roll. 62. Oh, fudge. Fudgeroo. Brigands. As the warrior reaches the outskirts of a small settlement, they are set upon by brigands demanding gold. They outnumber the warriors, but seem wary of their superior arms and armor. The warrior has a choice. They can either pay the brigands or fight them. If the warrior decides to pay the brigands, each warrior must give up 1d6 times 20 gold. If the warrior fights the brigands, roll 1d6 for each warrior and add them together. This 1d6 for each warrior. This is the total number of brigands the warriors are fighting. Then roll another 1d6 for each warrior and add them together. This is the total number of brigands that the warrior manages to kill. If any brigands are left alive after this, then they overpower and they steal 1d6 times 5 and disappear into the shadows. What happens if... Okay, so I roll 1 dice. 5. That's how many brigands there are. 4. There's 1 left. They stole all my money. I read that wrong, okay? I read that wrong. I thought that I would get money for defeating them. In the end, it was the first roll, which was 5, so I would have lost 5 times... I would have lost 100 gold anyway. I would have 5 gold left. Just like real life, as soon as you get to civilization, you're... The best thing about this, and I consider this a good thing, is it means we get to go back into the dungeons as soon as possible. Don't have to fiddle around with this getting run over by carts and seeing if there are bandages in a shop. Just rip some clothes up. Just give me the clothes. They're good enough as bandages. What is this? Did you really boil them beforehand? Are they actually sterile? I don't know. Okay, I'm shuffling these because I didn't put the bats, like I just put them in. Ha ha ha. Does my fat head impress you over there? Should I shuffle the treasure cards? I don't think it matters. Let's leave them as is. Oh, a passageway. Surprise. He enters. What has he got? Warp Frenzy. Poisonous Bite. Poisonous Bite. I should have been using that. The power phase. 1. We are set upon immediately by 2d6 giant spiders. That's okay. 5 of them. What are they worth? 15 gold as well. Oh. These dudes do scare me. They freak me out a little bit, not gonna lie. That's why I don't really fiddle with them, getting them right. I just kind of leave them there because they're kind of creepy. The squid can come along and eat them. What do you feel about this squid, by the way? Think he looks okay? I could autofocus so that you can actually see it, but then you'll see what it actually looks like, and you're like, no, that looks terrible. What are you talking about? I will not hit on 2, but I have 2 attacks. This next attack will be +1 for a 2, so that becomes a 3, which will hit for weapon skill 4. Yeah, that hits. For 2 + 3 -2. He's dead. Death blow on a. This is the ensorcelled blade, so death blow on 2 hits. 1 will still kill. And on a 2 hits. 1 will kill. Boop. Nice. 3 dead already. That's some cash money. Some cash money. Spider attack. Wobble, 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 wobble. They will hit on not a 1, and they will hit on a 5 for sure, so he's now webbed. Next power phase, a 6, which means he gets frenzied. Before we find out whether or not he's... on a score of 6, oh, he'll roll the dice. Okay, right now he's going to see if he can get out of this web, which he cannot. So he's currently webbed. So his Warp Frenzy does nothing to help him. I should use the Poisonous Bite. Does it say at any time? Once per turn, the warrior may take a special slight attack in addition to his normal attack. I assume it's still in the attack phase. Okay, so they both do D3 wounds. So that's 3 wounds. No modifiers. I got punched in the face then by spiders. They're like, nah. So that's 3 wounds. So 2. Power phase. For 2, I will see if I can break out of these webs. So 3 plus his strength of 3 is only a 6. Oh my god. Should have given him strength 4. No, strength 3. He's a regular dude. So again, 4 wounds. So he's down to 8 wounds. So he's currently webbed. So the spiders have covered him in webs and he cannot move. Power phase of 3, and he needs a 4+ to get out. So he breaks out now. Now he has 2 dice. The white dice will be 2+ to hit. So they both hit. And I should have done those separately. Well, they both kill. He kills on anything. So he's out. And he gets some treasure. He gets the Helm Ace. Can be used once per adventure, which I screwed up last time. +2 attacks. So he'll have +2 attacks. So does that mean he gets 3 if he uses this? Whatever. 2 attacks. Okay, so he'll be on 4 if he uses that. When he uses that, he has 4 attacks. And then it's gone. Goes away. Power phase 5, and he's going to move. One hit at all. Does nothing. Power phase. Does nothing. Comes up here. Explores. For a I'm certain I shuffled these, and this wasn't a funny shuffle. I can only really hold 1 card. Not multiple. So if you're like, yeah, he's cheating with his cards. I'm not that good. Not that good. Now, am I missing something with these special things? I've got Poison Spite, Warp Frenzy, and Lashing Blade. Okay, so that's done. So now Power Phase 5 is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Power Phase. You saw that was going to a 4, right? And then it like bonked over there. So an event. Oh, Jesus, that's a death sentence. It's a death sentence. For 8. Oh my god. One, 2. This does not count as adjacent. That's 6. 7, 8. Okay, so they attack immediately. He only has 8 wounds. I always have to, this has happened enough times I should be able to do this in the back of my head. Or like immediately. So this guy will attack. He would normally hit on a 6, but he gets +1 per something in contact. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's +4. So 6 + 4 is 10. So he hits. He would also be +4. That would all be +4. Alright, so I'm going to do them all at the same time. So that's an 8. They all hit. Right? So he has been hit 1, 2, 3, 4. I need one more. 3 + 4 is 7. So they all hit. They needed 6 to hit. Now, they have plus... Add +1 to their hit roll, which I've done, and then increase their strength by 1. So that's 1 strength, 2 strength, 3 strength, 4 strength, 5 strength. So all of these are +5. +5 -4, right? Okay, so that is 9. Well, that's 5. +5 -4. I have a toughness 5. That is +5 -4 is a 6. +5 is 8, -4 is 4. +5 is a 10, -4 is a 6. +5 is a 7, -4 is a 3. I don't know what just happened there with that dice, but 9, 15, 24 wounds. So the Snotlings are definitely a death sentence. Four Snotlings +3 attack. 4 snotlings, so that would have 1, 2. So that's will be the end of the video, but I will muse as to how these snotlings work while I'm here with you guys. So this is what they're saying. So if they have 4 snotlings, I'll bring these over for you. You can all observe with me. Let's go this way so you can see his wonderful face while that's happening. That's as clear as the image goes. So he would normally hit on a 6. So then it's 5. So then 4, and then 3. Okay, so 3 plus, yeah. Then it would be a strength 4 attack. So plus 4. So he was plus 5. So I did do that right. That's nuts, isn't it? They just come on in and murder you. Should I do one more? I can go another 20 minutes. Like that other Warhammer Quest video where it went for like 2 hours. That was painful. I like to keep it to an hour at most. Let's do one more, eh? Let's randomly grab this guy. Oh, he's got a horn. I still have not decided what this horn does. So, yeah. Do a little autofocus, let you look at him. So what do we want to call him? So viewer's name is dead. Crumb is dead. Oh, he's a guy with a little stuff in his cloak. Forgot about him. Down here. Let's call him Bonk the Second, because he's got a horn. So Bonk, the first guy, lived. It's fantastic. Well, he had an heir. He had a son. I think I just put the bats on top. Now they're gone. That's been cut. This is done. So plus 2 wouldn't have mattered. Just none of that would have mattered at all. None of that would have mattered. So he has. Would you like me to stop shuffling cards and actually get to the business of what Bonk the Second's wounds are? So he has 11 wounds. He is 0 gold. I'm going to put that up so you can see that for now. And then he has, he has 2 chaos artifacts and 1 chaos attribute. So his chaos attribute is the poisonous bite. So we can get rid of this. And we can get rid of that ignore one blow. I didn't forget that ignore one blow this time. Like Lashing Blade and Chalice of the Night. Roll a dice at the start of the game. This is the number of attacks that will hit automatically this adventure. Ooh, I like it. I like it, as long as I can remember it. I like it. Give me that 6. 4 is pretty good. Alright. So, kind of want to know what that message was about. But I just got, let's squish these guys over and let's get this guy into the quest. So 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 4? And Bonk the Adventurer will start in the dungeon cell. I happen to have that on top. Dun, 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 dun. Now he's already on. This is before the power phase. So really, Well, whatever. We'll roll for the power. Power 4 event. 2d6 giant rats. Kind of wish something was already on the board. For a meager 11. Rats are dangerous. So the most dangerous thing in this game are snotlings. The second most dangerous thing, I think, is minotaurs, I would say. Unless you have a wizard. If you have like a wizard that has cure hands, get your 1 wound back, then a single minotaur is actually not that scary, because every time he hits down one of your heroes, you just bring him back up. Right, so if you have that spell, then the game's a lot easier. And then the next thing, these guys, giant rats, they do 2d6 wounds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In my personal, humble, small opinion. Okay, so it's my dude's, and he's got 2 attacks. So he's going to attack this guy. On a 1, he'll miss. On his second attack, he hits, kills, misses. Okay. Good thing is he's here, then we're down to 4 attacks. So, I really would like to have a nice place to roll these dice for you, but I don't. I don't, guys. Please, your forgiveness, please. They will hit on 4s. So, we'll resolve that in a second. 3+, they all die. Whop. That's nice. So, rats, they have a suicide leap, or suicide attack. So, after they attack, you roll a dice to see if they die. So, this is for wounds for that guy. So, he does 5. Well, hang on. Roll 2 dice to see how many wounds. This is what I meant. How dangerous they are. So, that is 11 plus 2. Right, it's 13. Minus my toughness of 4, is 9 wounds. So I'm down to 2 wounds from 1 rat biting me. See what I mean about them being dangerous? Now, technically, you move and attack, move and attack, move and attack, move and attack. So these guys would actually move in and attack me, which is not great. It's not great. But it happens. And these guys also, does that guy die? So he dies. So this guy will come in and attack. On a 4 he'll hit. On these all will hit. So our dude is dead. 7. Minus 1. Minus 2 actually. 5 wounds. He's dead. 7 minus 1 is 6. Toughness 4, it's minus 2 actually, so it would have been a 5. 3 plus 2 is 5, minus 4 is 1 wound. Was there another one here? 8, 10, minus 4 is 6. That's how many wounds I would have received, and then these 4 rats all would have died after that attack. So, after watching me shuffle for 8 minutes, and our lovely fella getting a little bit of a twirl on the catwalk, he died. And that's why I was going to say we forgot to name him, but we didn't. This was the brave, but silly, and soulless, because he gave his soul to the Chaos Gods. Bonk the Second. I can't remember the guy who was our best dude. I think I had it written here somewhere, but it's done and dusted. So, I'll tell you what, while I'm here, I, like many, have the little Age of Sigmar things, because I wanted to practice painting them. Look how massive these things are. Right? If you're one of these Warhammer Quest people, maybe you have not seen these Age of Sigmar miniatures, which I'm sure you have. There's no way you're watching this video, out of your way to watch this video to and not have seen these before. So they're quite small, so I'll put them next to one of the actual regular heroes. Fine, you were my regular hero as well. Huh. Here we go. I'm tempted to do a solo quest with this chick. I'll give her like 500 health, give her like 20 spells, because she's a bit of a beast. She looks like a bit of a beast. That's the barbarian, who I've still not painted. Oh, okay, they're not that much bigger. Oh wait, that's with the base. That's with the base on top of the base. So, yeah, huge. And if you get one of these minotaurs, which I do intend to strip these, so I don't think they look amazing, but they do their purpose. Like the minotaur is a small boy compared to her. She'll rip him apart. So look how smooth that cape is. Smoothest cape I've done. So that'll be it. I'll leave it here. For the very few people that click these videos, if you get to this, thanks for watching. I do intend to play this actually on Twitch at some stage. You can play with me. You could be the barbarian, or the wizard, or the elf, or the dwarf, or the elf ranger that I still have not painted or even put on his base, or a chaos warrior, which I still haven't painted or put on his base, or a goblin, or a chaos warrior regular, or another goblin, or a squig, if you want to be a squig. Because why not? Games, whatever we want it to be. Have a nice night.